Have you ever wondered why, despite eating your vegetables, taking your supplements, and following what the doctor says, you still feel slower? Why does it take just a little more effort to get out of a chair? Why does climbing stairs leave your legs heavy and your balance a little shaky? It's easy to blame aging, but what if the very foods you believe are helping you are actually holding you back? Welcome back, dear friend, to It's Better Health, where small truths lead to big transformations. Today's truth might be the most surprising of all. You see, not all vegetables are good for everyone, especially not for people over 60. In fact, some vegetables, ones you may eat every week, can silently harm your joints, reduce circulation, and even increase your risk of falling. But here's the good news. In this video, I'll show you 3 vegetables you should eat every single day to keep your body strong, sharp, and steady. And just as importantly, 3 common vegetables you should avoid at all costs, because they may be quietly stealing your strength. And I promise, what you'll learn today might just change the way you see your dinner plate forever. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and leave a quick 1 in the comments if you're ready to protect your independence and keep your legs strong well into your golden years. All right, if you're sitting down with a warm drink and an open mind, let's get started, because your health deserves nothing less. Veggie number 1, broccoli, nature's armor for aging legs. Let's start with a vegetable that's been quietly guarding your health all along, broccoli. It may look simple, even boring to some, but for anyone over 60, broccoli is far more than a green side dish. It's natural armor, designed by nature to shield your muscles, joints, bones, and even your brain from the silent damage of aging. What makes broccoli so powerful? It's loaded with sulforaphane, a potent plant compound that fights off chronic inflammation. And if you're over 60, this matters more than ever, because inflammation is no longer just about pain. It's about slow muscle decline, stiff joints, poor circulation, and even memory loss. Broccoli doesn't just reduce inflammation. It activates detoxification enzymes that flush harmful substances from your system, giving your cells a fighting chance to stay young and resilient. That means every forkful you eat is helping your body stay stronger, longer. But that's not all. Broccoli also packs a rare combo of vitamin K, calcium, and powerful antioxidants, nutrients your bones desperately need as they get older. Because after 65, even a tiny fracture can lead to weeks or even months of lost mobility. And here's a detail most people miss. Broccoli helps keep your arteries flexible, protecting against dangerous calcification that often comes with age. It's not just about strong bones. It's about a strong heart and clear circulation. And we haven't even talked about your legs yet. Studies show that sulforaphane in broccoli supports peripheral circulation, which means more oxygen and nutrients flowing to your feet and legs. The result? Better balance, stronger strides, fewer cramps, and less risk of falls. Pro tip: steam your broccoli lightly, just enough to make it tender, not mushy. That preserves its sulforaphane and makes it easier to digest for older stomachs. So yes, broccoli may be humble, but in every bite, it delivers protection for your bones, your heart, your legs, and even your independence. It's not just food, it's a daily vote for the life you still want to live. Veggie number 2, spinach, the green leaf that powers your mind and muscles. Now that broccoli has helped you armor up, let's turn to a leafy green that acts like a gentle engine, quietly powering your brain, circulation, and most importantly, your legs. Yes, we're talking about spinach. It may seem like just a salad filler to most people, but to seniors over 60, spinach is one of the most transformative plants you can put on your plate. Why? Because it's rich in natural nitrates, the kind that expand your blood vessels and boost circulation where it matters most, your muscles and your brain. And if you're over 65, good circulation isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. With age, your blood flow naturally slows down. That means less oxygen reaching your legs, slower reflexes, and that frustrating brain fog that creeps in more often than you'd like. But spinach reverses that trend. It opens up your arteries, improves vascular flexibility, and restores energy to tired muscles, especially in your legs and feet. That's not all. Spinach is packed with folate and lutein, two nutrients with a direct link to cognitive clarity. Research shows that seniors who eat more lutein tend to have sharper memory, faster thinking, and better mental resilience. In other words, spinach helps keep your mind young, not just your body. And let's not forget your eyes, the very tools you need to stay independent. Spinach contains both lutein and zeaxanthin, which support the macula, the part of your eye responsible for central vision. These antioxidants help prevent age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. Vision, movement, memory. This one green leaf supports it all. How to eat it right. Steam it lightly or add it to smoothies. Overcooking spinach destroys its nutrients, so treat it gently, just like it treats your body. So, the next time you look at a handful of spinach, don't underestimate it. This humble leaf supports your ability to move, think, see, and feel well. Spinach doesn't just fill your plate, it fuels your freedom. Veggie number 3. Carrots, the unsung guardians of life, balance, and vision. Now that spinach has helped us sharpen our mind and blood flow, let's turn our attention to a vegetable that often sits quietly in our kitchens, unassuming, but deeply powerful. Bright, crunchy, and comforting. Yes, we're talking about carrots. But don't let their simplicity fool you. For seniors, carrots are one of the most underrated protectors of strength, balance, and vision. Let's start with the obvious, vision. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, a compound your body converts into vitamin A, a critical nutrient for maintaining healthy eyesight, especially as we age. Why does this matter? Because vision is more than just seeing clearly. It's about independence, the ability to read a medication label, to recognize a loved one's face, to drive, to walk safely without fear of tripping. And research backs this up. Regular intake of beta-carotene has been shown to delay the progression of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in seniors. That means fewer falls, less confusion, more confidence. But the magic of carrots doesn't stop at your eyes. They're also quiet champions of neuromuscular balance, that delicate coordination between your brain and your legs that helps you move steadily and confidently. Carrots contain powerful antioxidants that protect both nerve cells and blood vessels, keeping the communication between your brain and muscles crisp, clear, and fast. Every time you step forward, it's not just your muscles at work, it's your nervous system firing in harmony. Carrots also play a key role in supporting metabolic health, a concern for many over 65. Their high fiber content helps to regulate blood sugar, lower cholesterol, and support digestion, three major pillars of health that often begin to decline with age. But why is blood sugar important for your legs? Because spikes and crashes in glucose levels can affect blood flow to your limbs, reduce nerve sensitivity, and leave your legs feeling weak, numb, or heavy. And when we talk about leg strength, we're really talking about freedom, the freedom to walk, to shop, to live on your own terms. That's why every crunchy bite of carrot is more than a snack. It's a small but powerful investment in your independence. So how should you eat them? Keep it simple. Carrots are most beneficial when they're eaten fresh, lightly steamed, or even grated into salads or smoothies. Just 1 to 2 carrots a day, a small gesture, can create a strong protective layer around your vision, your nerves, and the legs that carry you through life. And just like that, the humble carrot joins our lineup of vegetables that don't just fill your plate, they fortify your future. But as powerful as these vegetables are in supporting your body, not every veggie is your friend. In fact, some of the most common vegetables, those we slice into salads, roast for dinner, or add to stir-fries, may be quietly working against your health. They're not toxic. They're not obviously dangerous. But for those over 60, the way your body processes food changes. What once nourished your body may now fuel inflammation, disrupt circulation, and slowly erode the very strength you've worked so hard to maintain. So now, let's flip the plate. Let's talk about the vegetables that might look healthy on the outside but are secretly undermining your legs, your balance, and your independence, and how small, mindful changes can protect you from those hidden harms. Are you ready? Let's begin with the first vegetable you might want to reconsider. Veggie number 1. Eggplant, the hidden danger to comfort and mobility. So far, we've celebrated vegetables that protect and empower. But now, let's look at the other side of the plate. The vegetables that may look harmless but can silently work against your strength, stability, and independence. And topping this list is one that's beloved for its color, texture, and versatility: eggplant. At first glance, eggplant seems like a perfectly healthy choice. Low in calories, high in fiber, and beautiful on the plate. But hidden beneath its glossy purple skin lies a compound that can be particularly harsh for aging bodies: solanine. Solanine is a natural chemical defense found in eggplants and other nightshade vegetables. While it's harmless to many, it can trigger inflammation in individuals who are more sensitive, especially seniors who may already be struggling with arthritis, joint pain, or nerve sensitivity. What does that mean for you? It means that a vegetable you thought was helping could actually be fueling stiffness, joint discomfort, and a slow, silent decline in your ability to walk or move comfortably. The inflammation doesn't always show up with flashing lights. It often starts subtly: tightness in your knees, soreness in your hips, or that slow-burning ache in your legs after sitting too long. And it doesn't stop at discomfort. Chronic low-grade inflammation in the legs can affect blood flow, weaken muscles, and disrupt the brain-to-body coordination you rely on for balance and stability. Over time, that adds up: less confidence on your feet, more hesitancy to walk, and a higher risk of falls. You might not even connect the dots at first. You may just feel a little slower, a little weaker, a little less sure of yourself when stepping off a curb or standing up from a chair. But over time, the damage accumulates, and eggplant could be one of the culprits. Now you might be wondering, but I grill it, I stew it, I bake it. Isn't that enough to make it safe? Unfortunately, cooking methods don't eliminate solanine. While some of the concentration can decrease with heat, the compound still remains, especially when eggplant is eaten frequently. And for those over 65, even small amounts can add up fast in a system that's already more vulnerable. That's not to say everyone must fear eggplant. But if you're already dealing with inflammation, joint discomfort, or mobility issues, it might be time to rethink this ingredient. Because when it comes to aging well, preserving your legs, joints, and ability to move freely, sometimes it's not just about what you eat, but what you avoid. Veggie number 2. Green bell peppers, the unseen source of silent inflammation. Now, let's turn our attention to another vegetable that may be doing more harm than good. And this time, it's one that shows up on dinner plates everywhere. It's colorful, fresh, and widely believed to be a healthy choice. But for seniors, green bell peppers can be a hidden threat. On the surface, green bell peppers seem harmless, crisp, low in calories, and rich in flavor. But beneath that bright, shiny skin lies something you need to know. Green bell peppers are part of the nightshade family, and they contain high amounts of lectins, plant proteins that can bind to the lining of your gut and trigger inflammation. This might not be a big deal for younger people with strong digestion and robust immune systems. But for older adults, it's a different story. As we age, our digestive systems weaken, our immune responses slow down, and our circulatory system becomes more fragile. What used to be easily tolerated in youth can now quietly undermine your strength. Lectins don't cause sudden pain. They work silently and slowly. They inflame the lining of the gut, interfere with nutrient absorption, and over time, trigger low-grade chronic inflammation that seeps into the joints, muscles, and nerves. Many seniors don't realize that stiffness in the ankles, tingling in the toes, or a new sense of instability while walking could all be early signs of inflammation linked to lectins. When that inflammation worsens, it reduces blood flow to the legs and feet, weakens nerve signals, and leads to slower reflexes, all of which increase the risk of falls. And here's something most people don't know. Green bell peppers contain far fewer antioxidants compared to their ripened cousins, red orange, and yellow peppers. So not only are you missing out on the powerful anti-inflammatory benefits of those brighter varieties, but you're also exposing yourself to a vegetable that may be contributing to long-term decline. Even cooking green bell peppers doesn't eliminate the problem entirely. Yes, sautéing can reduce some of the lectin content, but not enough to make them fully safe, especially for those with arthritis, heart conditions, or digestive issues. Think about that for a moment. A food you've trusted for decades, something you likely toss into stir-fries or salads thinking it's a healthy choice, might actually be working against your stability, strength, and circulation. So what should you do? You don't need to fear peppers altogether. Ripened varieties, like red or yellow bell peppers, are higher in antioxidants, lower in lectins, and gentler on the digestive system. But when it comes to green bell peppers, it's best to keep them off your plate, especially if you've noticed your legs feel a little heavier, your balance a bit shakier, or your recovery slower after activity. Because at this stage in life, even the smallest dietary decisions can carry a long-term impact. Veggie number 3, white potatoes, the comfort food that quietly undermines strength. There's something warm and familiar about white potatoes. Mashed, baked, or crisped into golden fries, they remind us of family dinners, holiday meals, and comfort. But here's the hard truth. For seniors over 65, white potatoes can quietly erode the very strength and balance that independence depends on. Let's look beneath the surface. White potatoes are high in simple carbohydrates, which means they quickly spike your blood sugar after eating. Now, for a younger person, this might just mean a short burst of energy followed by a crash. But for seniors, the consequences go much deeper. Frequent blood sugar spikes lead to chronic inflammation, damaging the delicate blood vessels that feed your brain, legs, and feet. Over time, this contributes to poor circulation, slower healing, and weakened muscles, especially in the lower body. And because aging already reduces circulation and nerve function, potatoes only accelerate the decline. But the risks don't stop there. White potatoes are also linked to arteriosclerosis, the hardening of the arteries. When your arteries become stiff, blood flow to the legs diminishes. That's when you start to feel things like cold feet, numbness, leg cramps, or weakness when walking. It might begin subtly, a little fatigue going up the stairs, a slow recovery after walking. But over time, it builds. Even more troubling, many potato dishes are served with added fats like butter, cream, and salt. These additions raise cholesterol, increase blood pressure, and silently counteract the medications and healthy choices you may already be making. Think about it. One serving of mashed potatoes can derail your efforts to manage heart disease, diabetes, or mobility loss, all without you realizing why things feel harder lately. And here's the kicker. White potatoes are nutritionally poor compared to other root vegetables. They're low in antioxidants and lack the protective phytonutrients found in sweet potatoes, carrots, or squash. While colorful vegetables build you up from the inside, white potatoes offer empty energy, followed by long-term wear and tear on your system. So what does this mean for you? It doesn't mean you need to give up comfort. It just means you need to make smarter swaps. Try roasted sweet potatoes, rich in beta-carotene and fiber. Reach for carrots or beets, which support circulation and are packed with antioxidants. These alternatives satisfy your cravings while fueling strength, protecting your legs, and supporting your independence. In the end, the foods we love the most aren't always the ones that love us back. And when your legs start to feel heavier, when your balance isn't what it used to be, when your energy fades faster than it used to, something as simple as a potato could be part of the problem. Because as we age, every meal becomes more than just food. It becomes an investment in movement, memory, and freedom. Conclusion: every bite is a choice. Every choice builds your future. If you've stayed with me until now, one thing is clear. You care deeply about your health, your strength, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. That's no small thing. It means you're not just aging. You're choosing to age intelligently, intentionally, and independently. We often hear that aging is inevitable, but weakness, pain, and loss of independence, those are not. They are shaped, day by day, bite by bite, by the choices we make, especially the ones we don't even think twice about. A bowl of mashed potatoes, a green pepper in a salad, a handful of grapes, they may seem harmless. But as we've uncovered today, not every vegetable or fruit is built for an aging body. The truth is this: your body is changing. Your circulation, your digestion, your joint sensitivity, and the foods that once fueled you might now be quietly wearing you down. The wrong choices lead to inflammation, instability, and slower steps. But the right ones? They rebuild your strength. They sharpen your mind. They keep your feet steady, your heart strong, and your spirit high. This isn't about restriction. It's about empowerment. It's about learning how your body works now and feeding it in ways that honor everything it's been through and everything it still wants to do. So I want to leave you with this. Next time you prepare a meal, ask yourself, am I feeding decline or am I fueling strength? Because that question is more than just about food. It's about your future. It's about your mornings, your freedom, your laughter, your walks with loved ones, your independence, your memory, and your pride. Let's be clear, you don't need a miracle drug, a fad diet, or a fancy supplement. You just need wisdom, consistency, and the willingness to act, one decision at a time. So tell me in the comments, which of today's insights surprised you the most? What changes are you ready to make? Your voice matters, and your story might inspire someone else to take that same step. And if this message spoke to you, please consider subscribing to It's Better Health. Give this video a like and share it with someone who might need this gentle reminder. Because aging isn't the end of vitality, it's the beginning of mastery. And you, my friend, still have time to write your strongest chapter yet.